Happy Sunday, YouTube. So, have you ever considered learning how to sell on the phones? Have you ever thought about it? Or virtual, where you can pick up your phone, use video technology to connect with your client? Well, if you have, but you've always been on the fence, then I encourage you to take our live challenge. You know, our live challenge is something that we really don't market as much as we did a few years ago. Nowadays, it's a little bit different the way we, work with agents and agencies. But I'll tell you, the live challenge was one of those tools that my company used to hire good people. Our goal is not to contract thousands of agents in the country. No. Our goal is to contract the right people. And that's a small number of agents that we're interested in. And, the type of agent that we like to work with is someone that's coachable, definitely a hard worker with some solid references that show they're hardworking, that they're eager to learn the phones. So there's an eagerness, not just being coachable, but you have to have an eagerness to learn. And typically that's the good profile, the type of agent that we're looking for. So it's not everybody. We're not looking to save the world. But what we've noticed is that by doing these live challenges, it allows that licensed agent, before they sign their contract with the insurance carrier and get tied up for 6 months, we show that licensed agent exactly how it is that we take live calls and make sales every single week. I always say I close 10 to 20 applications alongside my agents weekly, 10 to 20. And when I do that, I invite agents like yourself that are curious. And a lot of agents have already taken this challenge. Most of them did not take it, did not go forward with contracting with us because they realized that selling over the phone wasn't for them. And that's okay with us. Because I'd rather you say, you know what? I went and saw what those guys did. They showed me their numbers. They showed me their stats. They showed me how much money they were making. But I just can't see myself on the phone 8 hours a day. I need to see face to face. I need to be belly to belly. I just can't do it over the phone. I just can't see myself doing it all day long. And that's fair. That way, what we avoid is contracting somebody, selling them this amazing opportunity, only for them to find out weeks later, months later, that the opportunity is not exactly what they thought. You've heard the saying that there's always two sides to a story, and that's the truth. But unfortunately, what happens with those agents that end up walking away because they were disillusioned with the opportunity that they thought they were getting into, they end up going online and writing a nasty review. And hey, you know what? There's tons of people that it's easy to go online these days and write up something nasty. And you can't stop everybody from doing that. But you could minimize that. How? By showing people exactly what it is they're going to get into before they sign on the dotted line. And that's one thing I'm really proud of. Believe me, we got our negative reviews. We got people that don't like us. But overall, it's a really, really small number of people. The rest are not doing that. And we credit that to the live challenge. So, if you want to see what it is that we do on the phones, how it is that we sell 10 to 20 applications a week myself, okay? I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about me. 10 to 20 a week. I invite you. I'm on the phones Monday through Friday. And that way you'll be able to see exactly what kind of activity is needed to sell that type of app count. And you're able to see exactly what's needed to also retain that app count as good as possible. You see a lot of people that sell insurance, but the retention's lousy. It doesn't matter if they're on the phones or in the field. Because let me tell you something. When I first got into the phone business, everybody said that the retention for the phone business was lousy. And I've always been a believer that retention has nothing to do with whether it's on the phone or it's or face to face. It has to do with the day that you met with that person, period, in the underwriting process, and you presenting that product to the best of your abilities to your client. That's when retention is really done, is at the sale. But what I've seen myself, having thousands of applications from door knocking, and then taking thousands of applications from the phone business and putting them side by side, the retention was about just the same. Yes, the field was a little bit higher, but not much to really discredit the telephone. And since then, our retention has been incredible, where we have no issues with the carriers that we work with, and they continue to pay us our commissions. So it's valuable to see what it is that we do, and we're going to give you that opportunity. You know, we don't market it as much as we do, but if you're serious, I wanted to make this video for you so that way you can take the live challenge and see if you can duplicate what it is that we do. If you sell one a day, that's over 100,000 a year. If you sell two a day, that's over 200,000. If you sell three a day, that's over 300,000. Now, I'm going to add this disclaimer. These results are based on activity, are based on ambition, are based on how quickly you learn the training that we have. They're not guaranteed. Everyone's different. But I did it. My first year, I grossed $113,000 out the gates, and I never looked back. So if I can do it, you can do it. So please don't shy to call me, and I'll show you what we do. So you guys enjoy your weekend, and see you guys at the top. Peace.